Hello and welcome to a quick tutorial on the Go Grammar series. This is from Book 2 and we're looking at Unit 8, Modal Verbs. Let's have a look at the explanation. A modal verb is an auxiliary verb that expresses a degree of certainty, probability, or obligation. This is often referred to as modality. The first example reads, I might turn up late for the pizza night. And this here we can see the italicized term might gives us a sense of the probability. It's possible. This next example, I can come to the pizza night, tells us that there's a level of certainty. I can, it's certain. I must come to the pizza night. There's a sense of obligation. It's going to happen. If we look at the next example instead of skipping too far ahead, modal verbs can include can, could, must, would, shall, should, and ought. Will can also be a modal verb. Mostly it is used to express the idea of the future, but it can also be used to express probability. And we can see that in this example here. It will rain tomorrow. So that's telling us about the future. I will get my way, whatever you say. This is where it's used as an example of certainty. So even though it's the same term, you can see in a different context, it can actually be read very differently. Alright, let's have a look at the activities you need to complete. This first one here, very simple indeed. You need to underline the modal verbs in the following sentences. So all you need to do is identify them. In the first one here, if A, bull terriers can be dangerous. Obviously, it's going to be can. Okay. Simple. Go through and complete the rest of those. In the next one here, we can see that it requires a little bit more information. So what you might like to do here is just listen to the instruction and I'll show you what you need to do. Modal verbs are used to suggest particular shades of meaning. In the sentences below, the modal verbs are in italics. Write obligation, request, possibility, or probability after each of the sentences to indicate which one matches the meaning. So all of the modal verbs have been provided for you and they're highlighted in italics. All you need to do is write the level of modality. So for this first one, it would be a request. May I go to the library, please, miss? So it is asking a request. So you would, in your books, simply take your pen and write request on this line here. I'm not going to do it because I can't fit it in with the technology that I have. Let's move on to the next activity. This is on the next page under the Take It Further heading. These aren't too difficult, so you should have a red hot go at these. The instruction here says modal verbs can suggest different degrees of intensity. In each group of the groups below, rank the sentences most intense, medium intensity, or least intense. So you've got a series of 3 and you need to rank them. So you'll see for A, you've got I, which is 1, 2, and 3. So all you need to do is rank them in their order. For this one here, I think you'll find that leaders around the world must do something about climate change. Because there's a level of certainty in must, this will be the most intense. Okay. Leaders around the world should do something about climate change will be your medium intensity. Leaders around the world could, because there's no level of certainty that it's just leading to some idea of possibility, do something about climate change. This would be your least intense. See if you can do the same for the next set of sentences. For question number 2, this is an interesting activity. Our choice of modality can be important when we want to persuade people. Rewrite the following sentences using least intensity. So the first one here, all students must bring a donation for the school fundraiser. You can answer this in a number of ways. You might do it very simply. All students could bring a donation for the school fundraiser. But because there's no right or wrong way to do this, you can respond to them in the best way that you see fit. Well, that wraps it up for Unit 5. I hope that helped out a little. It's a pretty simple skill, looking for the modal verbs, and you should be able to see the differences between the degrees of certainty. Hope that helps a little bit. I'll catch you for the next tutorial. This is an ETV production brought to you by Prindiville Catholic College.